Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Livestream STL is strictly prohibited.
The BLITZ Dental Care Team consists of dedicated individuals who are caring, kind, and friendly. Our staff is here to ensure a pleasant experience during your visit to our office. Our team includes experienced and energetic people whose goal it is to communicate well with our patients and provide the best care possible. Providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic care, schedule a visit by calling 636-937-3030 or find us on the web at breezedentalcare.com.
Tire Bargains, your one-stop destination for all your vehicle's needs. Established in 1985, we offer the best deals on all major tire brands, custom wheels, and lift kits. But we do so much more than just make your vehicle look good. We also help make sure it rides and drives good by offering a full range of repair and inspection services, including alignments. Whether it's custom accessories or repair work, Tire Bargains has you covered. Tire Bargains is located at 2100 Truman Boulevard in Crystal City. Give us a call today at 636-937-0021.
I'm Scott Seek, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me today at 636-937-8081. Edward Jones, member SI.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers.
Hi, this is Steve Curley at Master Tech Auto Glass. Response has been great to our new business, but remember, we're not new in the business of auto glass. We have over 20 years of experience in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and we also offer camera recalibration services to keep your safety features functioning properly. We're a family-owned business, and I sincerely ask that you give my wife, Amanda, and I the opportunity to earn your business. So stop in or give us a call at 636-208-0018 or check us out at mastertechautoglass.com. We're Master Tech Auto Glass, located at 104 Twin City Mall in Crystal City, Missouri. Your vehicle will be in good hands at Master Tech Auto Glass.
Hey, y'all, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks. Thanks for watching the games today. We appreciate all your business all year long. Don't forget, we've got awesome wings, we got amazing burgers, we got salads like you wouldn't believe. Come check us out. We have barbecue on Thursdays, we have Southern Nights on Wednesdays, we've got bingo on Tuesdays. We can't wait to see you all. Thanks a bunch, and we look forward to having a great summer with y'all.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports, brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
Ruther Ford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Ruther Ford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Ruther Ford, Ruther.com.
Looking to buy or sell a home? Stacy Miller of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services has you covered. She'll help you with every step of the process, from preparing your existing house for sale to using the latest tools and technology available in your search for a new home. Let Stacy put the resources of Berkshire Hathaway to work for you. In today's market, the choice of a realtor is more important than ever. Give Stacy Miller a call at 314-606-1007 or visit her website at stacyzmiller.com.
At Girardi Agency Missouri Farm Bureau, we're dedicated to safeguarding your present and securing your future. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or business insurance, we offer comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Our office has been located in Hillsborough for over 30 years. Please contact our office today for a quote. 636-797-5800.
For some high school footballers, tonight will be the last time they play in front of their home crowd. They'll play for pride, knowing they did their best to help their team. For others, playing for pride may be all that's left for a difficult season. Yet for some other teams and players, conference titles and district points are still up for grabs tonight. Indeed, for some high school football players, tonight holds the promise of playing several more games with family and friends cheering you on. Regardless of the situation you find your team or favorite player in, we're delighted that you have joined us here tonight. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jeff Whitener for the Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL. Our Livestream South Game of the Week features two teams searching for a solid footing on the local football scene. The 3-5 DuBourg Cavaliers host the winless Bayless Broncos in a Week 9 tilt. Now, you may be asking yourself, why is this game important and why should we cover it? Well, this question has a couple of intriguing answers. For DuBourg, a victory tonight would give them a 4-win regular season, something they haven't achieved since 2014. It would also give them a chance to host a first-round playoff game, which also hasn't happened since 2014. A victory over Bayless tonight would mean that DuBourg will host Lutheran South next week, and a huge achievement for head coach Chad Masters and his team. For Bayless, this game is more about pride and feeling confident about how they match up against DuBourg. The Broncos feel this is a winnable game for them, which would be their first of the season, and they look to end the regular season on a high note. Last year, the Broncos knocked off DuBourg 44-21 and are 3-0 lifetime against the Cavaliers. Sophomores Andrew Bolden and Marvin Jones have provided most of the offense for Bayless, whether it be rushing, passing, or receiving. The Broncos' defense doesn't provide stats, but we do know that they will have a challenge tonight in stopping DuBourg senior quarterback Jack Masters. Masters is ranked 9th in the metro area in passing, having thrown for over 1,500 yards and 11 touchdowns this season. Last week, however, it was the rushing game that made the difference for DuBourg against Lutheran South in a 39-37 thriller. Masters ran the ball for 102 yards. Senior Ashawn Pickens gained 87. On defense, seniors David Sides and Zach Franklin both collected 12 tackles. And this should be a fun one tonight with both teams having something to play for. In other local action, 6-2 Festus hosts 7-1 Jackson. 4-4 Eureka travels to 5-3 Hazelwood Central. 3-5 Grandview is at 4-4 Chaffee. 1-7 DeSoto heads to 6-2 Orchard Farm. Unbeaten Seckman is at 3-4 Webster Groves. 3-5 Fox hosts 4-4 Ladue. 3-5 Herculaneum welcomes 6-2 Crystal City. 7-1 Hillsborough travels to 5-3 Poplar Bluff. 7-1 Jefferson heads to 5-3 St. Vincent with the I-55 conference title on the line. 3-5 Windsor hosts 0-8 Cuba. And 5-3 St. Pius is at 4-4 Perryville. It's a night of playing for pride, points, and titles. Which teams will get what they need? Stick around and find out. It's the Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL.
Welcome. And I believe we are live. Yeah, good evening. Welcome to Friday Night Blitz here on Livestream STL South. We are live from Don Burris Field, home of the DuBourg Cavaliers. Our matchup tonight is between the Bayless Broncos and the Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers. Scott Latta with Brian Kaplinger here, along with producer Eli Yuntz. And here we are. This is our matchup.
Yeah, and so as you heard, if you were paying attention to the pregame, just going through, Jeff was talking, it's kind of an interesting game for both sides. You have Bayless, who's looking for their first win on the season, and so I think if I'm them, you throw everything out. You throw everything, including the kitchen sink at this one, to see if you can pull something out here. And then obviously for Bishop DuBourg, you're looking at clinching at least a home field advantage in a first playoff game that you would have. And so I think you got to build on what you did last week. It was a very hard-fought game last week for them coming in, and so just continue to rely on the arm of Masters, let him throw the ball down the field, and see if you can just put some quick points up on the board.
And I believe they said in the pregame that this would be the first time since 2014, and that would earn them sounds like a rematch with Lutheran South, which obviously was a very emotional game for them.
Absolutely. Being senior night tonight for Bishop DuBourg, you heard some of them talking about, I guess, the last matchup they had there. And so, there is a lot to play for. I know we say that record-wise it may not seem like much tonight, but this is a game that I think both teams are going to come out ready for. They're both going to be excited, and so I think it'll be a gritty, kind of hard-fought contest unless Masters can start connecting with his wide receivers on the edge, and then they could open this game up pretty quick.
And I think we kind of had a little, parallel running in the intro where they talked about DuBourg. This was, their first season of success in a while, and obviously Bayless has had a very uphill struggle this year. So, I mean, they can kind of look to see this program, and they can kind of use that kind of maybe as a blueprint going forward.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, you just flash back to last year. Again, we kind of referenced the pregame a little bit, but Bayless beat DuBourg, and so it's not far removed. They know what they need to do. They know how they have to play, and like you said, it's been an unfortunate and a rough season so far to this point. But, man, it could change quickly, and going out on a win tonight would really build some confidence and boost some self-esteem in that locker room.
So senior night should be a lot of emotions, and both teams kind of got to get through that in the first quarter, I think, because sometimes you do kind of have that adrenaline rush coming out of the thing, right out of the snap, because you got all this emotion, you got all this energy. It just matters who can focus first.
Absolutely.
All right, so Friday Night Blitz here on Live from STL. We'll go ahead and step away for a quick moment here as they do the national anthem.
Ask your blessing on the game we are about to play.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford on I-55, Herculean Auto Mall.
And help us be aware of His presence with us in this game. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. And we now ask you to please continue rising, and please remove your hats.
The Breeze Dental Care Team consists of dedicated individuals who are caring, kind, and friendly. Our staff is here to ensure a pleasant experience during your visit to our office. Our team includes experienced and energetic people whose goal it is to communicate well with our patients and provide the best care possible, providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic care. Schedule a visit by calling 636-937-3030 or find us on the web at breezedentalcare.com.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers.
As we return to the field here, we're moments away from the kickoff. The Cavaliers in their black uniforms, white numbers trimmed in red. The Broncos trot onto the field. They've got green pants, white jerseys, and appears to be dark green numbers. Brian, I imagine we're going to see quite the slugfest
On
here.
the kick.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call it that, you know, we've kind of talked a little bit coming into tonight. Bayless's offense has kind of been, you know, a bit of a struggle for them this year, hence kind of where their record is, and so they're going to receive here, as you can see, first for us tonight. So we'll get a good look right away at what their game plan is going to be. You know, just looking at some of the numbers and things like that, I expect, you know, kind of a run-heavy offense from the Broncos tonight.
All right, so the Broncos set to receive. They will be going from our left to right. 12 minutes up on the scoreboard. And it is booted away short. It lands about the 23. Picked up. And number 8 spun down about the 25-yard line. Number 8, Dean Seville. So first and 10, the Broncos.
Looks like they got some good size up on the front line here, so hopefully that just means that they've kind of settled in and can get some good push, and we'll see. Like I said, just looking at the numbers and things, I expect a heavy dose of the run, and so we will see the formation as they come out.
So if you're the Broncos, I think, you know, this kind of similar game plan to what we talked about with other teams of this kind of, you know, stature, you know, ball control, ball security, and also try and get first downs.
Absolutely. The worst thing you could have happen is obviously penalties, losing the ball, turnovers, anything of that magnitude, especially with this front line that Bishop DuBourg has.
Number 24 went in motion, got the pass out in the slot, picks up about 2 or 3.
Number 24, Jake Stevens. His pass complete.
And it feels like we're right in line with the cheerleaders. We're getting like all of their cheers.
I was going to say, you're hearing that in the mic tonight, and so they are ready to go. They are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, being loud and pumping up the crowd.
So 2nd and 7. Positive play on the first down for the Broncos. And defender fell into the neutral zone right there.
Encroachment called on the Cavaliers after the 5-yard mark-off.
I believe that was Zach Grubner.
Ball spotted at the
just lost his balance a touch, fell in.
This Bishop DuBourg defensive line has really kind of been their powerhouse on the defensive side. A lot of tackles on this front line, a lot of sacks, and so they're trying to get that early jump.
Handoff number 2, working off the corner, trying to get to the first down, and I believe he fell forward for the first down.
And this is a great start if you're Bayless. This is exactly what you wanted to do. Kind of surprised them a little bit, maybe with that quick pass on first down, pick up some decent yards. You get a penalty. They get you some positive yards, and now a positive rush from Jones there. And you got your first down of the game and looking for plenty more.
Marvin Jones. If the stats are any indication, we'll probably call his name quite a few times tonight. So good start to the drive. 1st and 10. Ball out about at the 38, 39. And similar play to the first down play. Number 24 out in the slot.
Number 24, Elijah Freeman.
A minimal gain right there, 1 or 2 yards, depending on forward progress.
Elijah
Freeman.
2nd down and 9. Correction, 2nd down and 8. Ball be spotted.
I just, you know, the one thing I've noticed so far is that's been the same play on first down twice, and so you don't want to get too predictable here if you're Bayless, because then might get an opportunity for someone on the edge to jump that quick pass, and it could be trouble.
Yeah, it could either be a turnover or it could be a huge loss. 2nd and 8. And they run. Great broken tackle. Keeps it fighting right there and taken down. Marvin Jones broke a tackle in the backfield.
Number 11, Cam Hall.
That was going to be a loss, and he was able to pick up positive yardage.
Absolutely. Kind of stepping to the side, you know, and creating a little bit of space to get some positive yards. One of the things I did notice in pregame was that Davion Sides, who is one of their big defensive linemen and offensive linemen for Bishop DuBourg, was not dressed tonight. He's actually in street clothes on the sideline. And
I believe he's right in front of us.
And so that's a big miss there on the front line for DuBourg.
3rd and 4. And wow. A little pass to the flat that they've done on first down twice. That time they sat on it. Nothing going right there.
Yeah, and that's the danger when you start getting into kind of those favorite play calls. I understand you want to do what you do well, but if you show your hand a little too quick in these early series like that, man, you allow the defense to just sit and really make a quick play.
So 3 touches already for Freeman. If you've got him on your fantasy high school team, he's doing well.
That's right.
As long as it's a PPR league. 4th and about 3.5 to get to the sticks. Moore. Still fighting, still churning, and gets up to midfield. How about that? Marvin Jones.
Great extra effort right there. He seemed to be wrapped up a little bit short, but kept those legs moving forward and kind of pushed the pile himself to pick up the first down.
And that's 2 plays where we've seen he was hit and did not go down with the initial hit.
Yeah, if you're Bishop DuBourg, you're making some mental notes there because we have got to wrap this guy up. He is getting, 3 yards plus after contact, first contact, and that is not something you want to see continue throughout the night.
1st and 10 at midfield, 8:12 to go here in the first quarter. And he launches it. He's got a receiver wide open. Just overthrew number 14, Bryce Bradford. There was no one within 3 yards of him.
And that time, I commend Bayless on that play call because they got everybody to bite on that quick little out pass that they had thrown multiple times and snuck him out down the sideline, the wide receiver there. Unfortunately, just a bit overthrown, and he couldn't corral it.
So Henry Craig let it go right there. Looked like a strong arm, and I saw players and coaches on both sidelines with their hands on their head. It was kind of like on the Cavaliers side, like, that could have been bad. And the other side's like, ooh, that could have been really good.
Right.
Handoff, Jones off the right side, breaks through into the second. Taken down in the secondary inside the 30. Another first down.
Pick up on the plays enough for the first down. It will be 1st and 10 Broncos.
See a little pep in the step over there for those Broncos.
Well, and you can see that Jones is definitely coming out with, just some effort on his mind. He is driving. Yards after contact are tremendous right now, and so he's going to wear that defense down if he keeps it up.
7:40 to go here. Jones off that right side. He's broke free and touchdown. Oh, is he short? Oh, he's taken out just short. My bad.
On the run brought down by number 11.
Just got tripped up there at the end, and he looked like he was smelling it.
Yes, he is a man on a mission this first drive. He is kind of putting Bayless on his back and said, hey, I'm going to take you down the field here and push my way close to the end zone. And again, it's like we talked at the beginning. Bayless has nothing to lose, so come in and ride Jones, push him, and allow him to maybe punch this one in for you.
Cavaliers in the shadow of their own goalpost right here. 1st and goal from the 2. Craig, hands off. Guess who? Off the right side. This time Jones taken down for about a 5-yard loss. Cavaliers sold out right there to stop him.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building knew, especially after the last couple runs, that first down play was going to Jones again, and just did a great job of making sure they corralled him, stretched it out, and kept him just kind of moving laterally instead of north and south.
So far I've seen runs to the right with Jones and then passes to the left with Bradford.
Yeah, I think you might be looking for that. Freeman. Bradford, Freeman, maybe to the, kind of to the left here, maybe get some yardage back.
And pre-snap penalty.
Offsides called on Bayless.
So after the 1st and goal at the 2 and the negative play, mistake.
Yes. And these are the ones that are just the drive killers because you're 1st and goal inside the 2, and now we're talking about 2nd and goal at the 10 here. Man, these are things that you just cannot have happen if you're Bayless.
Bunch formation here. Number 14 in the slot. That is Bradford. And I didn't see who got the ball, but just pushed forward. Somewhere down the 6 or 7 was the takedown.
It looked like to me they were doing the old, kind of Wildcat-esque formation. Bradford there just kind of took it and ran right off the snap.
So Bolden was the ball carrier. He came up a little gimpy. He's still kind of gingerly walking around the huddle. 3rd, 6 to go for Pay Dirt. 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. Bayless driving. I'd imagine this is 2-down territory. Direct snap. Jones working off that right side.
Jones on the carry.
And looks like he is dropped pretty close to the original line of scrimmage.
It'll be 4th down and goal. Ball spotted at the 1.
You can hear Bayless's crowd trying to get loud for their team there. Hopefully here on 4th down they can punch it in.
So the Cavaliers so far bend, but they haven't broken. But they got 1 more yard to hold them up. I would look for number 2.
Absolutely.
That's just a guess. And I believe that was encroachment. Oh.
Offside called on Bayless. There will be a 5-yard penalty. It will now be 4th down and goal. Ball spotted at the 6.
I thought I saw someone jump for the Cavaliers, but they say it's the Broncos who committed the infraction.
Yeah, and again, we talked about it at the beginning of the game, Scott. You know, these penalties, especially pre-snap penalties when you're this close to the end zone.
Pre-snap penalties in the red zone.
Right.
Drives a coach crazy. So we will get a substitution. Number 12 comes off the field. Number 13 takes his place. So that was James Jackson and Eli Jones came in. 4th and goal from the 6th. Same bunch formation. And number 3 burrows up in there. That was Bolden. And he is stopped short. Stopped short. No points.
It'll be 1st down, Cavaliers. Ball be spotted at the 2-yard line.
And if you're Bayless coming off the sideline, you've got to be, you know, at least somewhat happy with the drive, but you're really going to be upset with the end of that drive. Multiple penalties there that kind of took you out of an opportunity to put points on the board, especially 1st and goal at the 1, maybe 2, and then you get back down there 4th and goal on the 1, and the same thing happens.
So they turn the ball over on downs. Cavaliers will start 1st and 10 from their own 3-yard line. 4:33 to go here in the first. And we'll see what they feature. Handoff. And that is a large man breaking out right there. Flag comes in late, but he picked up close to 10 yards on the run. And that was Sean Pickens, and wow.
He kind of reminded me of Marshawn Lynch there for a little bit, coming through the line and making a quick little hurdle so that people were missing his feet. Picked up 10, but let's see what this flag is.
Once you have a back of that size getting into the secondary, that really causes some issues for the defense.
And just to have that agility, like I said, to hurdle over one, because you know back that size, they're definitely going to be trying to take him out low, take his legs out from under him and wrap him up. And so be able to have that agility to jump over is only going to create just some more space for him to work.
All right, so anybody who's familiar with an Etch-a-Sketch, that flag came out, just shake it, nothing happened. They say pick up the flag. So 2nd and a long 1 here. And this should open up pretty much all of the playbook for the Cavaliers.
Correction, pickup on the play is enough for our first Bishop DuBourg Hancock first down.
Okay, so they said he did have enough for the first down.
Cavaliers, ball spotted at the 12.
The initial spot was short, but then they decided it was good enough. And quarterback keeper right here, and he is spun down.
He's on the carry, brought down.
Masters.
Number 63, Grayson Mayfield.
Several Bronco jerseys right there as he tried to fake the handoff.
2nd down and 13, ball spotted at the 9.
And you're not going to be mad about defensive making plays. Penalties are one thing. Penalties you can control. What happens, the other team makes a play, that's just football.
Right. You're just, you just have to live with that. When somebody makes a good play, you tip your cap and get right back at it.
2nd and 13. Masters hands off. Burst of speed around the outside. And finally taken down was number 3, Keenan Thomas.
Keenan Thomas on the carry.
And he had a nice little burst of speed. If he could have broke one more tackle there, I think he gets the first down.
Yeah, and it was just a great job there by Bayless's corner to keep him in front. You could see he was shuffling to make sure he didn't get away and made a great open field tackle to keep that from being even bigger yardage than it was.
So the net of those two plays brings up 3rd and 5. Clock rolling towards 3 minutes to go in the quarter. No scorer here. Don Burris Field here at Bishop DuBourg. Cavaliers celebrating senior night. Masters, little flip. And number 3, great little little cut move. He's still going. Little Barry Sanders move right there. Keenan Thomas.
Shifty, man. He was making some people miss there in the backfield. Unfortunately, I think I did see a flag come down there late. And
Broncos are signaling it is against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looked like a little blindside block when you got a running back going back and forth across the field. Sometimes you just kind of run into those penalties, unfortunately.
He ran all the way out wide left and cut it all the way back to the middle. And at one point, he stopped and just seemed to like lock eyes with the defender. And it's like, where do you think I'm going? And that would have been the point where if I was the defender, I was like, oh, this can't be good.
Right. I am nervous at that point because my ankles are about to get broken, and I'm going to be sitting on the field back while he's still running.
So they decline the penalty. A little bit of a gamble here. So 4th and 2, and they will punt it. A lot of times you see them go for it in this situation. And we've got a pre-snap penalty.
Down on the play.
I was going to say the one thing about the Cavaliers there that would be interesting is because it is Masters, their quarterback, who is back to punt. And so that adds a little bit of a wrinkle because you're never quite sure if he could throw the ball out of the punt formation.
It will now be 4th down and 7, ball spotted at the 15.
So they will walk it back 5 yards there on the offensive infraction. And like you said, it is noteworthy that your quarterback is also your punter. He gets the snap, gets it away, boots it, high end over end, just short of midfield. Broncos working up the middle. And there's Jones. Jones to the outside. And he is hit way late. And he was hit by Masters about 2 to 3 yards out of bounds, and that's just a momentum play. You're just going for it, and unfortunately you just run out of real estate.
You're absolutely right there. I think there's no ill intent there. I think both players just not realizing they had already kind of stepped out of bounds. So very unfortunate flag on the Cavaliers side, but the right call by the officials as he was out of bounds.
So apparently Marvin Jones does double and triple duty on this team.
Well, hey, the way he looked on that first drive, I would give him the ball quite a bit as well.
So once again, they will set up in the red zone to the Broncos.
Ball be spotted at the 12-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the 12, and we'll see if they can tweak some things and maybe clean it up a little bit and see if they can't punch this in for 6. They looked very efficient, very fluid up until the end.
And it's always difficult once you get down in the red zone because the field shrinks, so it's a lot, there's a lot fewer options you have, and you have to react quick.
Handoff. Jones cuts it up the middle, lunges forward. Ball came out at the end, but was he down?
Yes, the back official is calling him down before the ball came out.
Number 13, Eli Jones.
So,
gain of 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2, ball spotted.
So basically a free play for the offense. 2nd and 2, you're inside the 10. You can open it up, you can do whatever you want. But I'd say right now Jones is what's working.
Right, I wouldn't go too far away from that playbook. Maybe, look at those quick passes because you haven't seen that in a little bit, but I would not be disappointed to have Jones just take the ball and see if he can pick up these few yards.
How about a quarterback bootleg off the left side? Oh.
Flag on the play.
Somebody was just a tad early.
It seemed like the whole right side of the offensive line there was a tad early, unfortunately.
False start called on Bayless. It'll be a 5-yard penalty
So a very makeable 2nd and 2 stretches to a 2nd and 7 back at the 9-yard line. They can still get a first down without scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, and that'll be the benefit, although so far it's starting to seem a little reminiscent of the last drive, and so hopefully you can self-correct very quickly and get this one in the end zone.
First quarter here, no score, under 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Bayless Broncos driving against the DuBourg Cavaliers here. Little miscommunication on the line. And quarterback keeper, and Cavaliers were all over it.
Under Golden on the quarterback keeper, brought down by number 76, David Sides.
That is David Sides, the brother of Davion, who I mentioned earlier, is in Strico. But David has been one of their guys that's created a lot of havoc in the backfield. He had 4 sacks coming into the game and about 50 tackles.
So you notice that under center was Bolden right there, not Craig. So you think that's tipping off the defense at all when they see him, in that quarterback formation?
I think so. The only 2 times we've seen it has kind of been that Wildcat-esque formation, and he's run the ball. Now, granted, give them props. They've gone to opposite sides when they've done that. But, it is kind of tipping. It's almost like, it's not – you see the Wildcat formations in the NFL, and you know that running back's back there. You're very, very certain it's going to be a run versus a pass in those situations.
All right, timeout called on the field with 10.7 seconds to go. 3rd and 9 will be the play. And they will wind the clock, and that should run it out. All right, so we will flip the quarter here after 1 quarter of play at Don Burris Field. Our score is 0-0. So we'll be right back here on Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL.
Our concession stand being open right behind the press box area.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Where family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
All right, as we return to action here, scoreless first quarter, and I was a little surprised that Bayless was able to kind of dominate the action offensively, ultimately shooting themselves in the foot on that first drive, but they have a chance to make it right here on their second drive.
Yeah, this has been kind of impressive, if you will, from Bayless's offense as far as really eating up the clock. I mean, we've only seen Bishop DuBourg have the ball 1 time. Obviously, they were forced to punt on that as well, and so I think if you're Bayless, the script has been written for you. Now you just got to clean up some of those pre-snap penalties and find a way to put some points on the board here, because it is looking in your favor to this point of the game.
Yep, and you don't really have to worry about big plays from the Cavalier offense if their offense isn't on the field.
That is right on, and I think that's why I say that's the game plan, right? I mean, keeping Masters off the field, not letting him stretch the ball down the field, getting those deep throws is wonderful, but it's going to be important that you get points on the board.
3rd and 9 from the 12. And we've got a flag, a left-handed pass right there. I didn't even know that Bolden was left-handed.
He's thrown the ball a couple times, and that one caught me by surprise as well. And so I looked out there thinking, uh-oh, did we have a change in quarterback? But no, Bolden is there.
Penalty on the field is a false start called on the Broncos. After
So do you take the penalty here? Because this would be 4th down and 9 from the 12. They will decline it. They're like, we trust our defense.
The
Cavaliers.
Cavaliers have declined the penalty, so it'll be 4th down and 9.
It's a very smart call. I mean, you're talking 4th and long here. Obviously, Bayless has not shown any attempt to kick a field goal. They've gone for it every time they've been at fourth down, and so I think you just hang your hat on the defense here, who has done well in the red zone. We've talked about it. They bent on that first series, but they didn't break. They kind of started with their backs to the wall on this series, and they've held really, really strong.
So they got to get to somewhere around the 2-yard line for a first down. 4th and 9 here. And a handoff, number 24 runs backwards, almost a horse collar tackle, and he cuts back. He got into the end zone for a touchdown, 12-yard run. Is that Elijah Freeman, or was that?
It looked like Elijah
Bradford?
Freeman to me.
Was it 14 or 24? I think it was 24.
If
so that would be Elijah Freeman.
What a burst. I thought for sure they had him wrapped up in the backfield or kind of right there at the line of scrimmage.
The defender had the back of his jersey, just couldn't hold him, and then he pulled away. And so the decision not to take the penalty results in a 12-yard touchdown run from Freeman. Broncos drawing first blood here, and they will go for 2. Single wide receivers to the top and bottom. Bolden in the shotgun. And he will try to hand it off to number 53 right there. Nothing doing. So they will settle for the 6. 11:47 to go here in the first. Bayless 6 and Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers 0. All right. Everybody asks us, where do we get our photography and banners and all our stuff done? We go to Cheap Seats Photo. Cheap Seats Photo does photography, banners, designs. Of course, give Ron Rigdon a call. The folks over there, tell them that we sent you. Call them at 314-402-9014 or go to cheapseatsphoto.com and let them know that Livestream STL sent you. So senior night here for the Cavaliers. And they're looking at the scoreboard, trailing 6-0. They will have a chance for their second offensive possession, barring a onside kick.
Like I said at the beginning of the broadcast tonight, if I'm Bayless, I'm willing to throw everything at DuBourg here just to kind of get them off. And so if I am the Cavaliers, I'm looking for everything and trying not to be surprised by anything.
Boots it away. It's short and kicked up and taken down about the 40-yard line by number 13, which is Elijah Jones. A flag came out. I didn't see what the flag was. Was somebody offsides?
No, I don't think so. I'm interested to see what this call is. Maybe a
illegal fair catch that called on the Cavaliers.
Illegal fair catch.
Right. I think one of their front linemen was waving his hand like he was going to catch it, and then he let it go over his head. Which you cannot trick. Obviously, can't trick the defense like that, or the kicking
If that was the case, couldn't everybody do that?
Right. It would be an interesting strategy for sure if they allowed that to go on, because you could throw some people off.
You could do like the sound of music, so long, farewell, and for you to say good night. I'd be like, I don't know who's getting this.
That's right.
So that'll take the ball back from the 40-yard line back to the 35. And they will start their second offensive possession of the night. We'll see what Masters and company have in store. So they had a long time to sit there and think about it and wait. Masters sets up, runs to the right. He's going to keep it. And still going. A flag came out. He broke another tackle and ultimately lost 2 or 3 yards.
Flags down on the field.
I was going to say, you saw a couple flags come out there. One of the officials is throwing his hat because he doesn't have a flag. He's got to throw it again. So be interested to see what the calls are here on the field.
So the first inclination is a holding against the Cavaliers. And blindside block also against the offense.
Holding called on the Cavaliers, and also a blindside block called on the Cavaliers.
That is definitely going to back them up. Not the way you wanted to start senior night here if you're the Cavaliers. But the nice thing is, We've talked about it. Masters does have a good arm. He is willing to throw the ball. They like to stretch the field. So you're really only kind of one big play away from getting back into this game. You just have to be careful. You can't compound these penalties with a turnover and give Bayless, who's just chewing up the clock when they get on offense, an opportunity to just eat away at it and ground and pound.
So the ball all the way back at the 20-yard line. They got to get out to the 45 for a first down. Masters takes the shotgun snap, works off the left side. He's got some room to run and taken down near the 30-yard line. I like the play call. You don't try to get it all back in one swipe. Clock running with 11:11 to go.
Yeah, just settle it down a little bit. It seems like you're a little excited, a little amped. Scott, you talked about that at the beginning of the game. Senior night, a lot of pregame festivities. Masters being one of those seniors, you know, you've got that extra energy at the beginning of the game, and maybe that's kind of affected the way that you've played to this point. And so get some simple reads, simple runs to get him back in the game.
2nd and 15. Masters with the option. Gets it out to number 2, working towards the sideline, and he gets very close to the first down. Mohamed Diallo with the pitch right there.
Pickup of 13 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
So you went from 1st and 25 to 3rd and 2. I think you'll take that as a coaching staff.
Absolutely. 2 great play calls. Like you said, just kind of like the quarterback off tackle there first, and then here you have the option play coming at us to the near side of the field. Both just read really, really well by Masters, the quarterback, and then pitching to Diallo there and showing his speed to the edge. And so you're putting yourself at a good 3rd and manageable spot here.
So 10:41 on the clock, 3rd and 2. Ball sitting at the 43. Need to get to the 45 to move the sticks.
And you can hear the Bayless cheerleaders. They are definitely trying to pump their side up, looking for a big stop as they come out of this quick timeout that they have on the field. I'm not real sure if it was more for injury or just the coaching staff not liking what they've seen on these last 2 plays and wanting to kind of settle down their defense.
Well, if you're Bayless here, your offense has done everything I think you could really ask reasonably at this point. So if they could somehow come up with another stop here, I think that might set a little frustration in for the Cavaliers. It is senior night. They had to wait a long time in that first quarter, just sit around and wait to get the ball back. They got quad wide receivers to the top. Single back. Masters calling for the ball. He throws it over to the flat. They'll pick it up and more. Number 11 works down the sideline, still going, and he's out of bounds. So Cam Hall with the catch and run, and they are on the Broncos side of the field.
Putting together a good drive after a rough start there at the beginning with those penalties. Starting to move the ball quite well here. Cam on the outside there, just a great play. I don't think a lot of schools are prepared for this quads wide receiver bunch here on the near side of the field.
Yeah, I don't think you see that except maybe in like a Varsity Blues movie. Same formation. Quarterback keeper, Masters, working off the left side. And lunges forward. He picks up about 5. So close to the 35. That was a great fake right there to Sean Pickens, because everybody was like, we're going to need these 3 guys to go right to Pickens in case he gets the ball.
Yes, Pickens being probably one of the dynamic runners. Like I said earlier in the game, if you were able to see, he made a great play, showed tremendous athleticism, and so I'd be nervous trying to tackle him in the open field.
45 yards picked up on this drive so far. Masters rolls out. He's being chased. He breaks a tackle. Flag flies. He spun down the left sideline, completely reversed field, and he picked up the first down, but I believe there's going to be an offensive penalty.
Yeah, unfortunately, anytime you kind of see the quarterback go into scramble mode, offensive lineman trying to help him out, give him a little bit of space, maybe grab and lock on a little bit more than they should. And, you know, honestly, Bayless is wearing their white jerseys, and so if you've got some white gloves on or different things like that, you might get away with one of those holds, but if you don't, it's going to be very obvious to the official if you're grabbing and holding.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned when you scramble and also when you kind of reverse field from where the play was designed to go, the people on the backside are like, what's he doing over here?
Right, and it almost a panic sets in as an offensive lineman. I got to protect my quarterback, just grab and hold.
100%. So back at the 45 here, they got to get to the 30 for a first down. Masters rolls out to the right. Oh, wide open, hits him in stride. Number 3 cuts it back, breaks the tackle. He's going to take it all the way to the house. Keenan Thomas. Beautifully designed play and execution. 45-yard touchdown pass from Masters. Big play capability realized.
Yeah, and it goes back to what you said, you know, kind of talking about even Bayless's offense there for a minute. You got the quarterback on the rollout, and then coming across the field, wide receiver is wide open. It's pitch and catch, and then he just did the rest.
So this spread out formation right here. And there's a flag. This is like one of these college-style formations where you have a bunch of players all the way to the left and then a couple out to the right, and then they snap it out to the right, and it's kind of like almost like flag football.
That's it.
So, illegal shift.
Excuse me, I'm going to need you to sit down, please. Thank you.
Illegal shift called on the Cavaliers. There'll be a 5-yard mark off.
So with the penalty, they will go from 2-point conversion mode to kick for the extra point. Our score currently 6-6, 9:09 on the clock. Masters is your holder, so if anything goes wrong, low snap, they kick it up, and right through the middle. So just like that, the Cavaliers on senior night go ahead 7-6. This is Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL. We'll be right back.
The Breeze Dental Care Team consists of dedicated individuals who are caring, kind, and friendly. Our staff is here to ensure a pleasant experience during your visit to our office. Our team includes experienced and energetic people whose goal it is to communicate well with our patients and provide the best care possible. Providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic care. Schedule a visit by calling 636-937-3030 or find us on the web at breezedentalcare.com.
Welcome back here to Don Burris Field. We are preparing for the kickoff. Both teams have had a possession. Both teams have had a touchdown. The difference being the kick was good for the Cavaliers, so they're ahead 7-6. Boots that one towards the sideline, and it is going to spin out of bounds. So the Cavaliers kickoff goes out of bounds, which results in a penalty.
So going back to that last series for Bishop DuBourg, that is exactly what you want. Get a couple easy runs going that pick up some big yards. You get your quarterback, Masters, out kind of on a rollout. You find a wide receiver. I believe it was Thomas initially that picked up the big yards there and then broke the tackle right about the 10 and into the end zone. And so here we go in the second quarter. We said at the beginning this is one of those games that could surprise you, even though records aren't ideal. It's going to be a close, hard-fought game. If you're Bayless, hey, I'm looking at getting the ball right back to Jones and seeing what he can do.
I wonder if they're some sort of quarterback rotation, because the first drive we saw Henry Craig, but on the last drive we predominantly saw Andrew Bolden, and Bolden's back out there to start this drive.
Yeah, and that's something that's been kind of interesting, seeing if maybe there is a rotation. Maybe the coaches are seeing something in Bolden. Hopefully not. Maybe Henry Craig there is not feeling well. Maybe tweak something on the first series. But Bolden is back in, as you said, and so let's see.
1st and 10, the 25, run up the middle. after initial contact, able to pick up a few yards. Number 53 for Bayless. I don't have them on my sheet.
Gain of 3 on the play will be second down and 7.
Almost looked
Ball
like,
spotted
you know,
at
they were
the
getting back into the
38-yard
old
line.
Tampa Bay days with Mike Allscott back there as fullback and just hand it up the middle and see if somebody can bring him down.
Well, back in the day, you used to have that just 235, 240-pound fullback, and it's like, wow. And tried to anticipate the snap right there with the Cavaliers, and Brandon Diggs came across the line. So that'll move it up 5 yards.
It'll be second down and 2. Ball spotted at the
And the Broncos
43.
say thank you very much.
Absolutely. We will take that and create a second and short here. And as we've talked a number of times when we've been able to call these games, second and short is a coach's friend because the whole playbook is available.
Ooh, almost lost it right there. A little awkward handoff, but number 53 gets it again, but this time loses about a yard.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think the bobble there of the handoff stopped all momentum he had in that front line of the Cavaliers, was able to bring a gang of them together to bring him down this time.
Well, we noticed on that first drive that they were doing like short little West Coast screens and, you know, kind of like, except for that one long pass to the sideline, they were doing quick little, you know, throws when they had Craig in there. And I don't think, it doesn't look like the Cavaliers are respecting the arm of Bolden as much. Pass to the flat through the hands, incomplete.
Yeah, I'd be really, really interested. Unfortunately, we probably won't get a report up here to see kind of what happened with Craig there, but you're spot on with that, Scott. It looks like they are not worried about the field being stretched right now, and so they're kind of crowding that line, really anticipating more runs up the middle. And the one thing I've noticed, too, is we haven't seen Jones on the field in this series either, so I'd be interested to see what's going on there as well.
I don't think we've seen him since that kickoff return where he got kind of, you know, hit out of bounds a little bit. I don't think we've really seen him featured that much since then. I wonder if maybe he got shaken up on that play. Punt formation, 4th down here, and they will run a play. Number 18. And they tried the fake punt, and it did not work. Bayless right there. Ben Chavez tried to make something happen, and it did not.
Yeah, that was, you know, again, commend them for the play call. I said at the beginning, hey, throw everything at them that you got. You saw it right there. But DuBourg being ready for that play, their defensive line is really kind of carried them since those early kind of drives, and now they're giving their offense a great opportunity on plus side of the field.
So set up 1st and 10 at the 35. Cavaliers fresh off of a long touchdown pass on their last drive. We'll see if they come out and try and strike quickly. 4 wide receivers to the bottom, to the top. Masters drops back, wings it. It's number 18. He's going to take it to the end zone. 35-yard touchdown pass. To Eli Hernandez.
35-yard touchdown pass, Jack Masters 2.
Just like that.
And again, just beautiful play call if you're the coaching staff here for the Cavaliers. You know, you get a big stop on 4th down, turnover on downs, and you just hit them, the tight end streaking down the middle of the field.
And again, here's that odd formation, and then they will break it up, and then they will go back into kick formation. Hernandez with 35-yard touchdown pass from Masters. High snap, Masters gets it down, pick that one's up. And it's good. So the last 2 plays for the Cavaliers covered 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. So 14-6 our score. We'll step away here on Friday Night Blitz by Livestream STL.
I'm Scott Seek, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. and we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me today at 636-937-8081. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
All right, we return to action here. The quick strike capability of the Cavaliers on display once again. Last two plays from scrimmage, 45 yards and 35 yards, each resulting in a touchdown and a corresponding extra point. 14-6 our score, 7:24 to go, more halftime. Boots it away, low, skips, picked up at the 15, working up the middle, number 8, tries to get to the right sideline, cuts back, and reverses field, taken out at the 25. Number 8, Dean Seville.
Scott, you were talking about it a little bit in the break here, which I find very, very interesting. You saw Bayless kind of strikes first. They throw the first punch, coming out of this game. And now, as you said, in 2 plays, 80 yards, 2 passing touchdowns for Masters, hitting his tight end for 1 and his receiver for the other. DuBourg looks like they found something, and it's starting to click for him.
Well, I think what they're doing is they're just giving Masters, just like, hey, create back there, and he's able to kind of roll out, see what he can see in the field, and he's making the right decisions.
Go defense!
Bolden back in the shotgun. See if Bayless can kind of get their bearings a little bit here. They kind of got rocked here on these last couple of plays. Bolden, hands off, number 53. Another short gain up the middle. I saw a flag fly at the very, very end. Oh, sorry, that's a football. It looks like a flag from far away when you see that glint from the lights.
Just flying in, that's right. So far to this point, we have not seen Craig back in the game or Marvin Jones for Bayless, which I think is going to be a tremendous hit to this team. You're going to need to see somebody else step up. As we've seen number 53 kind of come in the game to run the ball, they've been handing it off. Scott, you mentioned earlier too, it doesn't look like Bolden is wanting to throw the ball down the field, but I think maybe you got to start thinking that way. See what he's got, maybe stretch the field a little bit, because DuBourg is kind of starting to close in. They're starting to sense it, and now they're going to, I think, really tighten the middle
one
up.
lone player on the Broncos bench, and I can't tell, but I think that's number 2. I think that's Moore sitting over there by himself. So we got a timeout on the field while we're got a moment here. Hey, sponsor with us. Businesses, we are looking for sponsors to complete our spots this fall. You can sponsor with us by calling 314-852-4398. Sponsor with us. We can do football, we can do basketball, and obviously we can do your own personal event. Ask for Ray, Livestream STL, we got you covered. 6:16 to go before the half, 14-6 our score. Brian, if you don't have more the rest of the way, what if you're a coach, what do you do?
Man, you're looking for one of your players to step up. Like I said, if you're missing both Craig and you're missing Jones a little bit more down the field, or for the rest of this game, man, you've really got to start to think about what in the playbook do we have. Obviously you want to play to your players' strengths. You want to give them opportunities to perform. But right now, to this point, just handing it off and running up the middle doesn't look like it's surprising DuBourg by any nature. So you've got to maybe find somebody that's got a little bit of speed and say, hey, let's see if we can get him on the edge, stretch the field a little bit, or just let Bolden see what he's got, see if he can read the field and throw the ball.
Yeah, because whenever Bolden drops back, we've seen him throw predominantly to the top end of the field, and it's very short, and they're definitely crowding the box right now. He pass over the middle is tipped, knocked down. I think a lineman got a hand on it. Someone in the secondary almost got a chance for an easy interception right there. Just fell harmlessly to the ground. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and I do like the fact it looked like they were trying to stretch the field with that pass play, really letting him go down the field with a throw. That's Bolden. Unfortunately, he just had a defender in his face, got a piece of the ball, and so you're looking at 3rd and long here. I think it's still the same playbook. I think you're looking at trying to get a couple of receivers on one side, bring one to maybe the near side of the field here, and just tell Bolden, whichever one gets kind of that one-on-one coverage, you throw it in that direction.
All right, they break the huddle, 3rd and 10. And I believe they take too much time there.
Called on Bayless. 5-yard penalty.
And as a player, when you're already kind of a little bit frazzled and you don't necessarily have the play clock that you can see,
at the 21-yard line.
You got to kind of have that mental countdown.
Yeah, and you just got to get to the line quick, call the play, and run. This isn't like high levels of football college. You're not seeing any audibles, so you're just running the play that's called, but get everybody set and snap the ball.
Bolden drops back, throws it, and intercepted. Number 2, Mohamed Diallo with the interception. The wide receiver didn't look like he was looking for the pass.
No, he did not, but Diallo sure did. He was watching the quarterback's eyes, and as soon as that ball was thrown, made a great break and kind of semi-diving to make sure he secured that one.
And once again, Cavaliers set up in good field possession, 1st and 10 at the 30. Diallo getting some congratulations from his teammates on the sideline. Oh, number 3 in motion. And he makes a move and taken out just short of the end zone. Wow, Keenan Thomas with burst of speed. Simple run to the right side right there. And Thomas just exploded.
Tremendous speed off the edge there, and then obviously showing some athleticism, making a man miss. Unfortunately,
that play was only 28 yards.
Only 28 yards.
So 1st and goal at the 2. I don't know, will Masters call his own number here? Masters does, up the middle. Touchdown. Fake handoff to Ashawn Pickens, but Masters is like, I see a seam and I'm taking it.
Jack Masters, 4-yard touchdown run.
This game is quickly turned. Right now, the Cavaliers have all the momentum. I can't help but think some of it is, like we've talked about a number of times, watching a couple players go off for Bayless, and right now their offense has just kind of been stuck in the mud, and DuBourg is taking advantage of it.
20-6, pending the extra point try. And that one is blocked. So no extra point right there. The score will stay 20-6. 5:37 to go before the half. We'll go ahead and step aside here on Friday Night Blitz. This is Livestream STL.
Hey, y'all, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks. Thanks for watching the games today. We appreciate all your business all year long. Don't forget, we've got awesome wings, we got amazing burgers, we got salads like you wouldn't believe. Come check us out. We have barbecue on Thursdays, we have Southern Nights on Wednesdays, we've got bingo on Tuesdays. We can't wait to see you all. Thanks a bunch, and we look forward to having a great summer with y'all.
Five minutes and 37 seconds to go before halftime, and it has been 20 unanswered points by the Cavaliers as they get ready to kick off here. I think, Brian, one of the things that's kind of understated here is the defense for the Cavaliers. They held on that first drive at the 4th and goal at the 1, and then they were able to come out after they gave up a touchdown, but after that, they've just done what they're supposed to do.
Right, they are clogging the middle, stopping the runs, not letting receivers get down the field, and taking advantage of missed throws and getting the turnover. And for the lack of points we had in the first quarter, we have sure seen a barrage of them here in the second.
And right now, the Cavaliers are just daring Bolden to beat him with his arm. Kickoff taken at the 15. trying to work to the right side and spun down inside the 20. Did he get a face mask though? I think he did.
Yeah, I think unfortunately Eli Jones there, number 13 for DuBourg, going in on the tackle, got a little high, grabbed the face mask, so it's going to give him some free yards, help him get out of the end zone.
Visual indication face mask called on the Cavaliers.
So that is the indication. Face mask penalty. They are walking it off.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
It's only the 5 yards, so he must have just touched it, not grabbed it.
There we go. Bayless, the ball be spotted at the 21-yard
So the Broncos
line.
start 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. 5.5 minutes. Based on what they did in the first quarter, if you could somehow get that formula back, and I do see, I think I see, is that Craig back under center? It is. And he hands off. And they're able to pick up positive yardage out close to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, this is intriguing to me with Craig coming back in like that. Hopefully maybe he just tweaked something, was out for a little bit. Maybe it's a quarterback rotation that we just weren't aware of. But after kind of the stalemate we've seen of Bayless offense the last couple of drives, you bring Craig back in the first play right here. They pick up 5-6 yards right off the get-go. So you got to kind of pay attention to that if you're the coaches for Bayless.
Bradford out wide, single back. And hand off that time, number 3, Bolden on the corner. He's down the sideline, and he's tripped up after about a 30-yard run. Everybody was keying in on Henry Craig, and Bolden slipped out the back door, ran down the right sideline, picked up a huge chunk.
And here we go. I mean, to seem almost dead in the water the last 2 drives, and here comes Bayless. Craig navigating them, handing it off to Bolden, and just the burst that you saw from Bolden on the edge there, picking up massive amount of yards for this team. And all of a sudden, there's life. There's a little bit of swagger in their walk as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
But you can see the difference when Craig is under center and when Bolden's under center. Craig lets it go. It's going to be intercepted. Number 11. He's bringing it back. Looking down the left sideline. He's looking for a block. And he gets knocked into the bench area. Flag came in late. But that was number 11, Cam Hall, with the interception.
There is a flag down on the return.
That should be post-possession on that foul, whatever it is.
Yeah, it looks like probably there's going to be like a block in the back of some sort, I would imagine.
As Ed McMahon would say, you are correct, sir.
You see that happen quite a bit, especially when the defense intercepts the ball. They're not used to blocking or throwing those blocks to spring players,
and got to give credit right there to Cam Hall playing center field. Henry Craig, it's a much more dynamic offense with him under center because the defense, I guarantee if Bolden was under quarterback, he's not playing 20 yards back.
You're right on. I was just getting ready to say the same thing. I was watching there in the backfield, and they're giving more of a cushion to the wide receivers. Their safeties are playing back when Craig's in the ball game. So they're respecting his arm. I think right there on that play, Craig just overthrew a receiver, kind of got off on their route. And DuBourg was right there to take advantage of it.
So, second turnover for the Broncos. 4:04 to go here before halftime. 20-6 our score. 1st and 10 from the 16. So they need 84 yards to get another touchdown, but based on what we've seen here in the second quarter, that's very plausible.
Right, they have been a quick score offense here the last few drives, and so I see no reason why not to expect the same.
Hand off and big number 42, just rumbling through there. Sean Pickens. What do you do with that?
And I'm telling you, that is reminiscent of watching Marshawn Lynch run years ago, and so a lot of agility, a lot of speed, but he's got a good size back there, number 42, Sean Pickens.
Personal foul, face mask called on the Broncos.
Add some additional real estate onto that for the infraction on the
Following
Broncos.
the penalty, that
I didn't
will be
see
enough
it.
for
Maybe it
another
happened
Bishop DuBourg
as the
Hancock
takedown happened at the end. So with the run and the penalty, they'll move all the way out to the 42-yard line. So Quick Mass says that's 26 yards in their pocket on that exchange. Well, hurry up offense. 3:50 to go here before halftime. A little short pass for Masters. Oh, great juke move. He's working on the sideline. And he made the first guy miss and then ran for a first down, but I think it's coming back.
Yeah, I did see a flag come in there at the end. Not sure what they're going to call here. I mean, maybe another block, illegal block, holding of some sort, but Masters and company are calling the right plays at this point.
And Masters just looks so calm and composed back there. So Cam Hall checking into the game, number 11. He was the benefactor of this drive by that interception. Clock stopped at 3:40, 20-6 our score. Hopefully you're enjoying this wherever you're partaking in our broadcast from. Ball at the 45. They need to get to the other 45 for a first down.
Play will be good for a first down. It'll be first and 10 for the Cavaliers. The ball will be spotted at the 45.
Pickens in the slot. Get him the ball. Please get him the ball. Masters rolls out through his hands and almost into the hands of a waiting Bronco.
Missed the opportunity right there for number 14, Bryce Bradford. On Bayless, as the ball went through the tight end's hands, he had an opportunity to make a play, and that could have proved to be a really, really big momentum swing if he had been able to come up with that interception.
I was just really hoping for a bubble screen to Pickens just to see the carnage.
Oh, absolutely. You see that man in open field, he is going to make somebody miss.
You're going to see
and then he's
DBs
gonna
going,
run
not
somebody.
me. No, not me. Not today.
I might just turn around and walk off the field. I'm out.
Clock stopped with 3:28. Second and 10 after the incompletion. It's one of the few things that hasn't gone the Cavaliers' way in this quarter. Get the ball spotted. Again, they need 10 yards for a first down. Still on their side of the field. Masters rolls out to his right. Look, and he'll keep it. Runs over a defender, falls forward. It's going to be about a yard shy. So number 14, Bryce Bradford, with the assist on the tackle.
If you're the Cavaliers, I know you got a quick strike offense. You have the ability to do it, but you got to keep one eye on the clock. It is ticking. It's going to move quicker than you expect, and so get these calls in quick, get them lined up quick, and be ready to snap the ball. You can always slow it down when you're at the line of scrimmage, but if you're not there, that clock will go fast on you.
3rd and 3. 2 wide receivers at the bottom, single to the top. And handoff. Number 2 darts through the middle and picks it up. That is Mohamed Diallo.
On the play, that'll be enough for another Bishop DuBourg Hancock first down.
They're able to move the sticks. 2.5 minutes to go before our halftime break. 20-6 our score.
One thing you're starting to think about too is the Broncos received the first half kickoff. So if you can eat this clock and score, you have an opportunity to kind of get the ball right back and go again.
Masters got a low snap. Decided to keep it, and a flag comes in very, very late.
Did you see the
personal
arm
foul, I'm guessing?
It seemed close. Did you see the arm
It
on
seemed
the
very
official? He launched that from the sideline all the way into the middle of the pile.
And I think
personal foul called on Bayless.
I think the coaching staff for the Cavaliers assisted with that call, because I saw someone gesticulating very animatedly before that flag came in. So the
Following
Broncos
the mark off for the penalty, that'll be enough for
defense
another
gets
defensive
walked back
guard
even
Hancock.
more.
First down!
First down at the 28.
Cavaliers ball spot at the 28-yard line.
This is not the drive you were hoping for if you are the Broncos. Bayless finding themselves kind of just being backed down the field methodically while this clock runs out here before half.
Masters. Roll out. Throws it incomplete. His receivers were both covered on that side. Just got rid of it. Had a little bit of pressure coming, but that was almost like a college quarterback right there. He read the play. There wasn't anything there. He didn't try to force it.
Yeah, good safe play, especially now that you're nearing the red zone. You don't want to turn the ball over. You still got, second and third down to really work with before you got to think about anything. And so if nobody's there, just get rid of the ball, make sure a defender can't get to it, live to play another down.
2nd and 10 on the 28-yard line. Number 3 in motion, takes the pitch. He's working off the left side. He's got blockers. He cut it, and he'll take it to the house. I thought he was going to step out of bounds, but he did not. Keenan Thomas.
28-yard touchdown.
That was smooth.
Number 3, Keenan Thomas.
He didn't even look like he was running hard, Brian.
No, not on that play.
He just got it, realized he had space, and just glided into the end zone.
Yeah.
28-yard touchdown?
Yes, 28-yard touchdown, and technically it's a pass because it's one of those shovel passes, so Masters is going to kind of get credit for a touchdown pass there as well.
And extra point is good. So that will push the lead 27-6 with 1:50 to go. This is Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
Tire Bargains, your one-stop destination for all your vehicle's needs. Established in 1985, we offer the best deals on all major tire brands, custom wheels, and lift kits. But we do so much more than just make your vehicle look good. We also help make sure it rides and drives good by offering a full range of repair and inspection services, including alignments. Whether it's custom accessories or repair work, Tire Bargains has you covered. Tire Bargains is located at 2100 Truman Boulevard in Crystal City. Give us a call today at 636-937-0021.
All right, as we return to action here on the kickoff, Bayless returner, which was Seville, briefly muffed the kick, but was able to corral it and advance it to the 33-yard line.
And it has been a barrage by the Cavalier offense. 27 unanswered points since Bayless opened the scoring early in the second quarter. Ever since then, we've just seen Masters kind of pick it apart with that little shovel pass to Thomas there. And if I'm correct in averaging it all up, that would have put Thomas over the 1,000-yard receiving mark for the season.
And hand off to Bolden, and Bolden goes nowhere. He will lose about 3 to 4 yards, depending on the spot. And strategically, a timeout is called by the Cavaliers. Perhaps looking to stop them and get another possession before halftime.
I mean, that's what it looks like to me. Smart call. You get a stop in the backfield right away.
All right, well, we'll get a moment here. Catch Upon Further Review, our weekly show that reviews this week's high school football scores. We crown this week's Player of the Week, along with honorable mentions. Then we talk about next week's games. Join Ray Hallbrook, Matt Bates, and Jeff Whitener for Upon further review Wednesdays at 10 a.m. on Livestream STL and on the TKDS Sports Network for mobile, Roku, and Fire TV. So 131, 27-6. We've seen 5 touchdowns in this quarter after nada in the first quarter.
Yeah. So like I said, it was a quick moving first quarter. Second quarter has been significantly slower but full of action. A lot of scoring here in the second quarter. Unfortunately, if you're on the Bayless side, it has not been favorable to you as DuBourg has gone up and down the field.
All right. Once again, Craig back in the shotgun. He'll keep it, and he is tackled for a loss back at the 25. So it looked like he was going to do some sort of quarterback design run, but Cavaliers were all over it.
They're ready for it, and you're kind of, if you're Bayless, you're caught in a bad situation because you can't just drop back and throw the ball because you could stop the clock for him as well. But with all 3 timeouts, Bishop DuBourg is just playing this smart. They're getting the stops in the backfield, calling their timeouts, and right now they make one more good stop here. They're going to get the ball with just over a minute, maybe a little less than a minute, to really make something happen again right before half.
And like you kind of said it, when you're talking about the Broncos offense, I also don't think they're really designed to go throw the ball 35, 40 times a game.
You are correct on that, and we've seen it. There's been a couple miscues so far when they've tried to throw the ball down the field. You know that's in the back of head coach's mind there, Jerry Woods, and so they're just trying to get out of this half and just regroup and reset and come back out in the second half. But DuBourg is not making that easy right now.
3rd and 15. They got to get out to about the 43-yard line. Quick slant out to Bradford. Bradford fumbles. Picked up and going to take it to the house. And there's that man again, Keenan Thomas. Completed pass to Bradford. Knocked the ball out. And then Thomas, right man, right place. So they were trying to get the ball back. I don't think that's exactly what they were thinking, but I'm sure they'll take it.
Absolutely. Just a tremendous play, getting his hand in on the tackle, and then you said it, the man of the night so far, Mr. Keenan Thomas with the scoop and score.
So, clock stopped, 1:16 to go before halftime. The score now 33-6, 33 unanswered points here in the second quarter. Number 21 down there celebrating. I got that as Karen Wise. I think he was the guy who knocked the ball loose. Low snap. Kick is up. And that one is good. Wow. 34-6. So, Brian, you had a very positive experience with the first quarter. You were able to come out and get points immediately in the second quarter. If you're on the Bayless sideline, your best player, statistic-wise, and just from what we saw from the eye test, is on the bench. We presume an injury. So, what do you do at this point? How do you rally the troops?
Man, I think right now you're just really going, hey, let's just make sure we protect the ball on this kickoff. Let's just run a couple quick plays, get out of this half, and just go reset. Maybe there was some life, some energy taken out of them when they realized that Jones wasn't coming back. There's been a couple of turnovers in the game, 2 interceptions, and then now the fumble. And so you're really just looking at, hey, let's get out of the first half with nothing else bad happening, and we can reset coming into the second half.
So the Cavaliers kickoff formation, high, arcing kick, taken by Seville inside the 20, tries to get to the sideline and take it down. Take it down about the 28-yard line. He comes up a little gimpy. That's one of those awkward things where you kind of see him get twisted back a little bit. Hopefully he's going to be all right.
Yeah, it's a good sign. He's kind of running off the field, a little gimpy, but you said it right on. As he was coming to the side, he tried to take that step back and cut, and just it was not happening as his foot kind of caught up in the grass a little bit.
And he's kind of doing that hop on one leg on the sideline, so that's not a good sign.
No, looks like he's trying to stretch it out, move it around over there, but it looks like he's going to make his way over to the training bench. Maybe hopefully get some tape on it or just try and work it out a little bit.
What would Peyton Manning say? Rub some dirt on it.
That's right.
Magical dirt. So 1st and 10. And he'll run with Bolden. Bolden spins, still going, working on that right side. Had some green turf in front of him for a minute, then he got spun down.
Now we see Mohamed Diallo coming over to the sideline, kind of doing the same little hop there that we saw from the Bayless player. Maybe just a little bit of a tightness in the calf. Hopefully he can stretch it out on the sideline. But speaking of Bayless's offense, I mean, you see Bolden running the ball well. I think you just build on that. Continue to run the ball right here. Just let the clock kind of run out with this next run. But you've shown some positive life with that run game.
Final 30 seconds of the half. Craig hands off to Bolden again. Bolden picks up the first down off the right side and swarmed down just outside the 40, and it probably, I'll say, will that be the last play of the half? Looks like we had a stoppage. And then they will wind it. So it's up to Bayless whether or not they want to try one more play here. I really doubt that they try and get anything, just try to get to the tunnel and regroup for the second half.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're looking at there. Craig coming out on the field, kind of telling his offense, hey, we're just going to take this to the half and let's reset and come out strong in the second half.
All right, referee grabs the ball. We're at halftime, and on senior night, Bayless Broncos trail the DuBourg Cavaliers 34-6. This is Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Livestream STL is strictly prohibited.
Ruther Ford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Ruther Ford off I-55, the Herculean Automall.
Family pride is driven home. Ruther Ford, Ruther.com.
Tire Bargains, your one-stop destination for all your vehicle's needs. Established in 1985, we offer the best deals on all major tire brands, custom wheels, and lift kits. But we do so much more than just make your vehicle look good. We also help make sure it rides and drives good by offering a full range of repair and inspection services, including alignments. Whether it's custom accessories or repair work, Tire Bargains has you covered. Tire Bargains is located at 2100 Truman Boulevard in Crystal City. Give us a call today at 636-937-0021.
I'm Scott Seek, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me today at 636-937-8081. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3600. 3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers.
Hi, this is Steve Curley at Master Tech Auto Glass. Response has been great to our new business, but remember, we're not new in the business of auto glass. We have over 20 years of experience in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and we also offer camera recalibration services to keep your safety features functioning properly. We're a family-owned business, and I sincerely ask that you give my wife, Amanda, and I the opportunity to earn your business. So stop in or give us a call at 636-208-0018 or check us out at mastertechautoglass.com. We're Master Tech Auto Glass, located at 104 Twin City Mall in Crystal City, Missouri. Your vehicle will be in good hands at Master Tech Auto Glass.
Hey, y'all, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks. Thanks for watching the games today. We appreciate all your business all year long. Don't forget, we've got awesome wings, we got amazing burgers, we got salads like you wouldn't believe. Come check us out. We have barbecue on Thursdays, we have Southern Nights on Wednesdays, we've got bingo on Tuesdays. We can't wait to see you all. Thanks a bunch, and we look forward to having a great summer with y'all.
You can now download the TKDS Sports Network app for mobile, Roku, and Fire TV. Help support Livestream STL by subscribing on our website at livestreamstl.tkdsports.com. Your support helps us to continue our great coverage of Jefferson County and St. Louis County sports. We greatly appreciate your support, and thanks again for watching Livestream STL.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports, brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
Looking to buy or sell a home? Stacy Miller of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services has you covered. She'll help you with every step of the process, from preparing your existing house for sale to using the latest tools and technology available in your search for a new home. Let Stacy put the resources of Berkshire Hathaway to work for you. In today's market, the choice of a realtor is more important than ever. Give Stacy Miller a call at 314-606-1007 or visit her website at stacyzmiller.com.
At Girardi Agency Missouri Farm Bureau, we're dedicated to safeguarding your present and securing your future. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or business insurance, we offer comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Our office has been located in Hillsborough for over 30 years. Please contact our office today for a quote. 636-797-5800.
The Breeze Dental Care Team consists of dedicated individuals who are caring, kind, and friendly. Our staff is here to ensure a pleasant experience during your visit to our office. Our team includes experienced and energetic people whose goal it is to communicate well with our patients and provide the best care possible. Providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic care, schedule a visit by calling 636-937-3030 or find us on the web at breezedentalcare.com.
Hey, Ray Halbrook here with Livestream STL Media. You know, we wear a lot of hats in this business, and to tell you the truth, we have a lot of hats from the area here in the Jefferson County and St. Louis County area here, and we'd really just like to tell you about all the different hats that we take care of here with a lot of different schools, a lot of different organizations, things like that. So as I'm doing this hat, you might be thinking, hey, I'm a business, and I'm looking for a way to advertise my business. Well, here's a perfect way right here. advertise with us here at Livestream STL. Real easy. Sponsor with us, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not be disappointed as we continue our hats here, because we wear a lot of hats. We'd love to wear your hat as a business as well. So partner with us as we continue our amazing coverage in the Jefferson County and St. Louis County area. We'd love to have you on here as a business. So consider giving us a call. Again, I'll throw this up here real quick, 314-852-4398. And again, like I said, your business helps us continue the great coverage in Jefferson County. I've got a handful more here, but man, we'd really love to have you as a part of our businesses as well. Again, if you're a business, big business, small business, doesn't matter, give us a call, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not be disappointed, as I got 2 more hats left here. And man, we appreciate having all of the amazing businesses in Jefferson County and St. Louis County. So again, give us a call, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not regret it. Have a great day.
Ruther Ford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Ruther Ford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
Welcome back to Don Burris Field here at Bishop DuBourg High School. It is senior night. Brian, would you like to recap? I would say I'll do the first quarter, and you can do the second quarter.
Yeah, it has definitely been a second quarter barrage of scoring, and so Bayless kicked us off really early in the second quarter at the 11:47 mark with a 12-yard rushing touchdown by Freeman, making it 6-0. But DuBourg really quickly responded with a 45-yard touchdown pass from Masters to Thomas, making it 7-6 at the 9:09 mark. And then followed it up once they got the ball back. DuBourg again, a 35-yard touchdown pass.
Literally the next play they had the ball.
Right. A 35-yard touchdown pass from Masters to the tight end Hernandez, making it 14-6 at the 7:24 mark. And then DuBourg again just kind of piling on with a 4-yard rushing touchdown at the 5:37 mark. Masters took that in himself, making it 20-6, missing the extra point there. And then not to be outdone as we neared halftime, DuBourg scoring again on a 28-yard pass from Masters to Thomas at the 150 mark, making it 27-6. And then right there before the end of the half, you may have caught it, DuBourg with a 27-yard fumble recovery return for the touchdown by the man of the first half, Thomas,
Number 3,
it
Keenan Thomas.
34-6. And so that's kind of where we stand. We were talking a little bit in the break, not unexpected. We kind of thought the scoring would come out of the gates. It did not. It started a little bit later in the, at the start of the second quarter. But once it got rolling, we really have seen Masters and company, primarily number 3 Thomas, as you mentioned, just really kind of stealing the show tonight, working both sides of the ball well. Early in the game, Bayless moved the ball. Unfortunately, we saw Marvin Jones with a big hit on the sideline, has not been able to return since taking that hit early in the game, and that's kind of stymied the Bayless offense a little bit. It took them a little bit of traction, maybe took the wind out of their sails. Their traction hasn't been there. I mentioned it in the stream. A little muddy. It seemed like they were slow and not really getting anything. Here towards the end of the half, with Bolden and Craig coming back in as quarterback, they picked up a little bit of life. What have you seen, Scott?
Well, I think that the big turning point was the injury to Jones. Like I said, it was just a football play. They just kind of lost track of where they were on the field. It was a sideline play, and unfortunately, it cost the Broncos. The services of Jones, apparently, at least for the first half. Hopefully, he's okay. Probably just precautionary. I'm guessing somewhere in the concussion realm, but it's just speculation. But obviously, that was a big turning point in the game because I think if he was able to stay in the game, he was very effectively moving the ball, and he definitely gave the Cavalier defense something that they had to focus on, which might have opened up some other depth options for the Broncos. And unfortunately, I think that's what we saw the exposure with that injury. They just don't have the depth of options on the Broncos side.
Yeah, very well said. And, I mean, you got to give credit to Bishop DuBourg and their defense. Once they recognized that, they made the adjustments they needed to make sure they continued to put a lot of pressure on Bayless and their offense, not allowing them to pick up those big chunks. Like I said, Craig came into the game. Bolden kind of moved back to the running back side there towards the end of the second quarter. We saw a little bit of life out of Bayless's offense, and so I'd be interested to see how they reset and come out in the second half. But if you are Bishop DuBourg, it's going to be the same thing. Get the ball to Masters, let him roll out a little bit, let him look for his receivers, his tight end, especially Thomas right now. Get that man the ball and just let him continue on having his night.
And on the other side of the ball, if you are the Bayless Broncos, with the exception of that first drive where they were able to stop the Cavaliers, after that, there was nothing they could do. I mean, they slowed them down a couple of plays, but literally just a couple of plays, it seemed like. So we will see that the Broncos will kick off to the Cavaliers to start the second half. It scores already 34-6, so it's a big mountain to ask.
Absolutely, it's going to be an uphill climb for sure, as you mentioned, for Bayless to get back in this game. But hey, we have a whole second half, and we saw 34 unanswered points from DuBourg. Maybe.
What did they do for an encore in the third?
Right. Maybe Bayless can slow them down a little bit, maybe get a turnover here or there that can shift some momentum.
Maybe Bayless is thinking maybe we tired them out in that second quarter.
That could be.
From them running up and down the field.
I wouldn't hang my hats on that one. But, hey, stranger things have happened. And again, I think for Bayless, we're talking, it's been a rough season to this point. There's no easy way around that. But you got to have to prove yourself. And so just come out with some fight. I'm not worried about getting maybe back into this game or tying it up. If that happens, great, I'll take it. But I just want to see some fight from my players in the second half.
And looking forward, like I said, this you said is kind of a little bit of a lost season, but you look at Jones, hopefully, like I said, it's just a minor thing that he's only listed as a sophomore, so you do have more future with him. You've got Henry Craig also listed as a sophomore, so you got those two building blocks moving into next year under the system. You got to at least be, you got some promise for next year.
Yeah, this Bayless team is a young team, and so they have been through it this year, and you hope that just builds some perseverance and some character in these young men, and they just build from this. And that's why I say, come out in this second half. Don't look at the scoreboard. Just play your game, build, and see what you have moving forward.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and step aside here. This is Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL.
Ruther Ford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Ruther Ford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Where family pride is driven home. Ruther Ford, Ruther.com.
At Girardi Agency Missouri Farm Bureau, we're dedicated to safeguarding your present and securing your future. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or business insurance, we offer comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Our office has been located in Hillsboro for over 30 years. Please contact our office today for a quote, 636-797-5800.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers.
The Breeze Dental Care Team consists of dedicated individuals who are caring, kind, and friendly. Our staff is here to ensure a pleasant experience during your visit to our office. Our team includes experienced and energetic people whose goal it is to communicate well with our patients and provide the best care possible. Providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic care. Schedule a visit by calling 636-937-3030 or find us on the web at breezedentalcare.com.
Hey, y'all, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks. Thanks for watching the games today. We appreciate all your business all year long. Don't forget, we've got awesome wings, we got amazing burgers, we got salads like you wouldn't believe. Come check us out. We have barbecue on Thursdays, we have Southern Nights on Wednesdays, we've got bingo on Tuesdays. We can't wait to see you all. Thanks a bunch, and we look forward to having a great summer with y'all.
Hi, this is Steve Curley at Master Tech Auto Glass. Response has been great to our new business, but remember, we're not new in the business of auto glass. We have over 20 years of experience in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and we also offer camera recalibration services to keep your safety features functioning properly. We're a family-owned business, and I sincerely ask that you give my wife, Amanda, and I the opportunity to earn your business. So stop in or give us a call at 636-208-0018 or check us out at mastertechautoglass.com. We're Master Tech Auto Glass, located at 104 Twin City Mall in Crystal City, Missouri. Your vehicle will be in good hands at Master Tech Auto Glass.
I'm Scott Seek, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me today at 636-937-8081. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Where family pride is driven home. Rutherford.com.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Livestream STL is strictly prohibited.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Rutherford. Ruther.com.
Tire Bargains, your one-stop destination for all your vehicle's needs. Established in 1985, we offer the best deals on all major tire brands, custom wheels, and lift kits. But we do so much more than just make your vehicle look good. We also help make sure it rides and drives good by offering a full range of repair and inspection services, including alignments. Whether it's custom accessories or repair work, Tire Bargains has you covered. Tire Bargains is located at 2100 Truman Boulevard in Crystal City. Give us a call today at 636-937-0021.
I'm Scott Seek, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me today at 636-937-8081. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
All right, welcome to the second half here. Livestream STL's presentation of Friday Night Blitz, featuring the DuBourg Cavaliers and the Bayless Broncos. So the Broncos got the ball to start the first half, so they will kick it away to the home Cavaliers. Cavaliers have racked up 34 unanswered points. A little pooch kick. Number 18 takes it, and he is brought to the ground by Seville just inside the 40, so excellent field position for the Cavaliers. Does that surprise you a little bit?
It does, but I mean, to some degree, we've seen the only couple times that they have kicked off so far this game, both of their kicks have been that way. I don't know if it's by design, hopefully maybe trying to trick maybe those front line guys. The ball goes over their head, bounces around, you pick it up. It's a free kind of possession for you, or hoping maybe they just aren't the hands team and the ball bounces away and you get an opportunity, or the reverse, maybe their kicker is not available to them and they don't have a strong kicker, and so just trying to minimize a big return.
So Hernandez was the one who received the kickoff. He will stay on the field along with the offense. 1st and 10. Number 3 in motion. Masters throws a bullet just off the hands of Hernandez right there. A little low. I saw Thomas go in motion, and I think, like most people, I think that's where everyone's eyes went.
Oh, yeah, you saw one of the safeties was sprinting across the field like, I'm getting over there to make sure I'm going to meet him at the line. Masters doing a very smart job of finding tight end Hernandez. Unfortunately, like you said, just a low throw, and Hernandez being a little bit of a taller gentleman had a little bit of trouble getting down there and picking up that BB from Masters.
Yeah, when it comes to Thomas, you might have to do like those little things they do to tag sharks. Where is he? Masters with a rollout. Thought he was going to do the option right there, and he is mushed back at the 40. So 22 came free right there. William Halsey, the senior, and just pancaked Masters.
Yeah, just a great job. I mean, a lot of life and energy out of this Bayless defense coming out here to start the second half, backing them up, a big 3rd and long here. Maybe you make a play and get off the field here.
And I think you kind of revert back to what you said at the beginning of the ballgame. You're kind of playing, free and easy here if you're Bayless. Just do your thing. You have really nothing to lose at this point. Blitz, they get its number 11. He works down the sideline, taken down about the 30. So Cam Hall with the reception.
It'll be 4th down and 2. Ball spotted at the 30.
4th and 2.
Yeah, I think this field position, if you're DuBourg, you're just going to line up and go for it. 4th and 2. You've got a lot of options in your playbook right here for this type of yardage.
I'm going to say Thomas in motion. And they give it to number 2 instead, and he fights up, and he's going to be very close. Diallo. He is across the line to gain, and that is a 1st down for the Cavaliers. And not to beat the Thomas drum too much, but even if he's not your primary focus, he draws the focus of everyone else.
Absolutely, and you're going to keep moving him in motion. Obviously, that's part of their game plan because like you said earlier in this drive, you're getting eyes to him, and that's going to open up the field for these little read options, even Masters running the ball himself.
Bad snap. Masters recovers, launches it, 50-50 ball, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. He just heaved it down to the end zone, but the trajectory and angle did not line up to stay in the field of play.
No, but again, that's just, not compounding what had happened. You got a bad snap there, roll out. There's not a lot of time to make a lot of big reads on that. So just throw it up, keep it towards the sideline. So, if there is an opportunity for a defender to make a play, it's going to be a difficult play for him to make.
And kudos to Masters for not panicking, because a lot of quarterbacks, kind of look up to see where the defender is, but he focused on the ball, got it. Little flip right there to Thomas, working off that left side, makes a cut back inside, and he spun down after about a 6-yard gain. Even when you've got him strung out, nowhere to go, he makes a cut and makes something happen.
Absolutely. And I want to give props to the Bayless defense because they recognized that earlier, and it was like a whole flood of white jerseys just moved to that side of the field because they knew what was coming. But they were able to contain him. But as you said, he is very, very agile, very shifty, has good vision for a ball carrier, and finds those little slip spots to get through and pick up positive yards.
3rd and 5, 9:26 to go here in the 3rd. And keeper by Masters, working down off left tackle, and he picks up a 1st down, I do believe. So more of the same. This is like 2nd quarter bonus time for them.
Yeah, they have definitely picked up right where they left off. They are not slowing down at all. They're continuing to just kind of feed the ball. I think what's different here is you're seeing a few different people with opportunities to touch the ball and move the ball down the field this time.
So under 9 minutes to go here in the third. Masters in shotgun. Drops back, surveys the field, rolls out. He's pressured, and he will be sacked all the way back to the 30. Number 22 got in there, William Hulsey. Called his name a couple of times in the second half already.
Yeah, really making a great play, not letting Masters get outside the pocket there. But a smart play by Masters. There's nothing you can do in that. Just protect the ball, go down. I know it's not ideal. You don't want to lose that much yardage on first down, but live to fight another down. Don't try and throw it into coverage, or don't attempt to throw that away and get the.
Don't try and do some crazy Brett Favre falling down, throwing it.
Yeah, we don't want to see that.
2nd and 23. I got to get down to about the 10 for a first down. Oh, a little razzle-dazzle, but Bayless defense was not buying it. Masters did a little fake flip to Thomas, kept it, and got taken down. About a yard gain, maybe 2.
It would have been really interesting had he flipped that ball, because I think Thomas had a lot of field to work with.
Hindsight is 20/20, but I kind of agree with you. And with his, escapability, it's like I think he would have at least probably picked up at maybe 10 yards on that. So Staub. And right through Hernandez's fingers, and he would have waltzed into the end zone.
And he knew it. You saw him hopping around there at the end. He just let that one.
And that is the universal symbol right there. When you see a player put his hands up on his helmet like that, he's like, yep, like I had one right there.
He might have been thinking about his touchdown celebration before he actually caught the ball on that one.
Well, it's senior night. I'm sure they probably choreographed something. Instead, it brings up a 4th and 20. So Bayless's defense not making it easy for them. Masters. And this time they do flip it to Thomas, and he will run up the left side, makes a man miss, and taken down. Great open field tackle by number 17, Justin Strokes King.
Yes, that was a touchdown-saving tackle right there, and it gives them the ball back because Thomas had a lot of field to work with, and he was staring at Strokes King, and just a great job of holding on to that flip.
But that was a replay of the play that we talked about earlier, where if he would have flipped it to him earlier, they would have had a different situation for that 3rd and 4th down.
Absolutely.
But then also you take away the drop by Hernandez, that would have been a touchdown. So 34-6, turnover and downs. Handoff. And Bolden working off that right side almost exclusively. Picks up about 4 yards, I believe. Clock under 7 minutes to go here in the third.
Yeah, and you hit on something right on. It seems like every time they run kind of the read option with Bolden, it is to the right side of the offensive line there. So maybe that's their strongest side. It has worked over the last couple, series that they've had. They just haven't been able to string a lot together.
Chavez in the slot. And again, they run with Bolden off the right side, and he is pushed back for no gain.
You're just getting into that dangerous territory again, what we talked about early in the game. As Bayless, you don't want to become predictable on the offensive side of the ball, because the moment you do, that's when a big play is going to happen for the defense. And so, you've run it a couple times to that right side. Maybe you come back to this side or try and stretch the field with Craig.
3rd and 6. And once again, Bolden running off that right side, and he is flung out of bounds. And right now the Cavaliers are not having it.
No gain on the play. It'll be fourth
They're like, you
down,
can run that
6.
Sega Genesis play on us once, but that second and third time, we've got it.
That's right. I'll be interested to see what Bayless comes out with. They've punted one time, I think, tonight. No, I take that back. They were in punt formation and tried to sneak it by them. But
we'll keep it here as there's a timeout on the field with the score 34-6. Cavaliers leading the Broncos. 5:44 to go in the third. So catch our games. You can now catch our broadcasts at the Pasta House in Festus, Texas Roadhouse in Festus, and the Case and Bucks in Barnhart. All brought to you here by us at Livestream STL through the TKJS Sports app for mobile, Roku, and Fire TV. And actually, any of those sound good right now. Pasta House, I could go for a pasta con broccoli. Texas Roadhouse, any of their steaks are delicious. And when I go to Case and Bucks, I always get me some trashed wings.
absolutely, their wings are tremendous. And so they're doing it right there at Case and Bucks when it comes to the wings.
So Bayless wanted to talk it over. 4th and 6. I would imagine we'll see a punt. But it doesn't appear they're in punt formation.
No, it looks like they are just going to line up to go for it here and throw caution to the wind and see what happens.
Single back trip wide receivers to the bottom. Quick throw to the flat and nobody home. So both teams exchange turnover on downs.
The ball on downs. It'll be 1st and 10. Bishop DuBourg Hancock.
So Cavaliers chance to add to their 34-6 lead on senior night. And as you can hear, the faithful here have been loud and boisterous throughout.
Absolutely, they're enjoying senior night, loving every minute of it, and why not when you're up 34-6?
Diallo to the top, Staub to the bottom, launches it, and breaks a tackle, and Thomas into the end zone. Thomas just shoved the defender down and was like, I know the end zone's right behind me, give it to me.
Pass is complete, flag down on the play.
An eligible man downfield, so that will wipe out the touchdown by Thomas.
That's a heartbreaker, but man, has Thomas shown up tonight. As you said, just a tremendous leaping grab right there on that play.
And you can't fault the defender. The defender was right there. He just threw him to the ground.
Yeah, it was a great play. Comes down and has just the strength to push the defender off, take it into the end zone, but unfortunately, one of our linemen got a little excited, got down the field.
So if you're the Cavaliers, that worked. Why would you not just go right back to it?
Hey, at this point, all I'm thinking as a coaching staff, I mean, I know you want to get every other player involved as well, but number 3, Thomas, man, just have him come across again. Keenan Thomas has been electric as a senior on senior night.
Excitement personified. So Thomas and Diallo to the bottom, Staub to the top, and roll out to the left. And he will launch it, and Hernandez has it go through his hands, but he is interfered with. I don't think the defender ever looked back. I think that's what they're going to call, because he ran into Hernandez. Hernandez almost was able to bring it in anyway. So that should set up a 1st and goal, I think, depending on, because they move it, 10 yards? Because that's not a spot foul at this level, right?
Not at this level. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty, automatic 1st down. So they'll be just outside, well, maybe just inside the 20-yard line there. Can't tell where they're marking the ball. But you were right on, Scott. I mean, basically that gets called just because you're not looking at the ball. Defender turns his head around, finds the ball. You don't make that call.
Will be another Bishop DuBourg Hancock 1st down.
So you were correct. They are just outside the 10, so they can still get a 1st down somewhere around the 2 or the 3. Clock running, 4:05 to go here in the third. No scoring here in the third, much like the first quarter. High snap, and they flip it. And Thomas strung out, jumps back inside.
He is a tough man to bring down tonight.
Even when you get squared up on him, he just turns sideways, and it's like he was right here. I swear he was right here. So inside the 10 now. You need about 6 yards for a first down. Masters in shotgun. Thomas in motion. And they gave it to number 42. He's rumbling, still twisting, unable to get away. That was Sean Pickens.
I think you're just enjoying calling his number tonight. And why not? The big man is just, he is showing that versatility from the backfield there.
Well, as a longtime fan of wrestling, when they pick up someone and they like body slam them, or they do that thing off the ropes where they knock somebody down, that's kind of what you expect with Pickens in the game. He's just kind of like that bull in the china shop where it's like, what is going to happen when he gets the ball? So they're showing a second down.
Second and goal, it appears to be.
And Diallo gets it, and initially was able to get some forward progress, and then the Broncos pushed him back. So they're definitely kind of spreading it around here a little bit. And that's only going to help them because it looks like they're going to host a football game next week.
Absolutely. I think, the more people you can get involved in on your offense, start to stretch it out. Obviously there's going to be film of this out there, so you want to, you don't want to just kind of maybe show all your cards, so to speak, even though you had to start the game. But now show the talents of some of your other players.
Third down, high snap. Masters rolls out to the right, throws. Thomas hurdles towards the end zone, and they will give him the touchdown. So 10-yard touchdown for Thomas. And he just soared into the end zone right there. Little mid-air body celebration going on the sideline here.
And rightfully so. I mean, again, just great job of getting Masters out on the rollout. They throw it to Thomas, and why not? Just making a guy miss getting to the corner and leaping for the end zone.
And here is the extra point attempt. And this is good, and this is significant because that makes it a 35-point lead for the DuBourg Cavaliers here in the third quarter, which means we will be in a running clock situation from here on out unless DuBourg is able to, or excuse me, at least the Broncos are able to score. So while we got a moment here, give a shout out to Cheap Seats Photo, photography, banners, design. That's where we go for our banners. Cheap Seats Photos, of course. Give Ron Rigdon and the folks over there a call, 314-402-9014, or go to cheapseatsphoto.com. Tell them we sent you over here at Livestream STL. 141, 41-6. Cavaliers discussing their kickoff strategy here.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't change a whole lot, at least on the offensive side of the ball, nor the defense. It's looked pretty sharp tonight so far as you're preparing, like you said, to host the playoff game next week.
And a short kick, and makes a left-hand turn, picked up by the up man. Number 20 takes it, spins down. Jonathan Bondurant.
It'll be first and 10 for the Broncos.
Up near the 40.
Well, he's spotted to 39.
So at this point, as we are on the verge of moving to the fourth quarter, are you concerned at all about injuries and maybe getting like some reserve, some action here just in case maybe you need them next week?
Yeah, with it being senior night, possibly kind of last game of the regular season, so to speak, I think anytime you can get an opportunity to get some others in the game, you could do that. Maybe there are some of your seniors on both sides of the ball that aren't playing a whole lot. Give them an opportunity to play in a game like this tonight.
Handoff up the middle, Bolden picks up about a yard.
And honestly, to go back to that point, you think about if you're DuBourg here, giving some of your youngsters an opportunity to get into a game like this, because again, you hate to think this way, but you're always just an injury away from needing someone to step up. And the more opportunity you can get them into game time, real action, feel the speed of the game versus a practice, the better for those players.
And nothing's more evident than when you look across and you see Marvin Jones standing there with no helmet. Craig launches it down the sideline. Almost had the receiver, almost caught it off the back of the defender. That was Diallo in coverage.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Bayless here, that's what you're going to do. You're just going to kind of give some opportunities, see what you have, throw the ball down the field, try and make something happen.
All right. So at the end of the third quarter, our score 41-6. The Cavaliers leading the Broncos. This is Friday Night Blitz on live stream STL.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculaneum Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
"12 minutes to go in our ball game. And it's been since 2014 is the word on the street since DuBourg was hosting a playoff football game. So that streak will come to an end, and they're very grateful for that, it looks like, barring something really, 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 really weird.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I'm not sure that we're going to see that kind of weirdness happen tonight.
Handoff Bolden, and he gets to the second line and gets met and escorted sideways for a few yards before they blow the whistle. Should bring up a fourth and about 7. They got to get up near midfield for a first down.
And I'm sure as we near the end of this quarter here in the fourth quarter, you'll see some excitement start to take over, not only here in the stands, but down on the field a little bit as they prepare to host that game next week. And I believe with this win tonight, it'll also move them into third in their division district standing, which will be just a big step for them. And they can start looking forward to preparing for the playoff game.
And rolling in there on a 3-game win streak. 4th and 7. Craig gets it, drops back, launches it, and just too far. Intended for number 18, which is Ben Chavez. Chavez would have needed to hit the nos on there. Do a little fast and furious to get down to that one.
That's right. That would have been a tough play to run down, and you could see, I mean, DuBourg knows what's coming on that play. They're backing up. Their corners are setting a lot of cushion there for the receiver because that's all they have option to do. And so just a great defensive play. And now, you know, with the rolling clock, I think you just look to kind of continue what you've been doing, you know, get the ball into Thomas's hands, maybe a couple of the other running backs.
And just like that, Masters flips to Thomas. Thomas lost in space, jumps back in the middle, and he's going to race for the end zone once again. Touchdown, Thomas. Wow. 44-yard run, and then reverse field. Play was designed to go to the right. He's like, I have a feeling if I go back down the right side or the left sideline, I'll take it to the house.
43-yard touchdown run.
That jump cut when he came back across the middle of the field was ridiculous. That's the old John Madden.
Clock stopped with 10 minutes exactly as they line up for the point after try. And that's the only thing stopping the clock right now is how many more times the Cavaliers are going to score. Low snap. And that one is blocked. So no point after good there. So look up at the scoreboard now, 47-6. So just want to give a shout out to potential sponsors who might be watching this game. Sponsor with us, businesses. We are looking for sponsors to complete our spots for this fall. You can sponsor with us by calling 314-852-4398. Sponsor with us, ask for Ray. We do basketball, we do football. We can do your own personal events as well. It's great exposure for your business. So they didn't have the ball long.
Not at all. And I'm going to be here to say it. You know, I know they do the upon further review show, and they pick a player of the week. I'm going to throw Mr. Keenan Thomas into that mix for this week. I think, you know, Ray, if you're watching the replay or listening to this live, definitely need to pay attention to this young man as he is putting on a show tonight at senior night here in DuBourg.
I don't know what other contenders are there in the area, but to watch him firsthand has been a treat. Kickoff formation here. Last time they launched one very short. This one, mid-range, short hop at the 28, picked up, avoids a tackler, and down once again. I believe that was Jonathan Bondurant.
Just a great move by Bondurant there, as one of the DuBourg players was flying down the field to try and make that tackle. Quick little sidestep, and I think maybe he took a breath after he took that sidestep as well.
Right, that was definitely a horizontal flyby. So 1st and 10, ball at the 36. And really, if you're the Broncos at this point, you've kind of seen that you were able to get some traction running the ball a little bit with Bolden. Obviously, Craig's arm plays at this level. It's just a matter of, you know, just having a few more healthy options.
Yeah, I think, you know, again, I hate to kind of keep going back to it, but the loss of Marvin Jones has really kind of hurt them to a degree. But it's given you an opportunity to see what Bolden can do in the backfield, running the ball. Obviously, we've seen Craig's arm.
And if Bolden could have made the first 4 guys miss there, he had wide open spaces.
Yeah, and that's just the unfortunate part of this timing of the game. When you find yourself trailing by these number of points, the defense, especially the defensive line, they can kind of just pin their ears back. They know that once the ball is snapped, their goal is just to find whoever has the ball, and they're going to be almost like shot out of a cannon coming across that line.
Yeah, when you've got this kind of margin for error, yeah. Clock rolling with 8:20 to go here in the final quarter. Gets it out to number 14. He's taken down after a short gain. That is Bryce Bradford. Called his number a few times tonight.
Brought down by number 13.
But again, that's something you can build on. Got it out very quickly, picked up a handful of yards.
Yeah, I really like that play call. You know, part of me is going kind of in my head, where's that been all night? You know, you've struggled a little bit, you know, in these runs periodically. But when you can stretch the field like that, even on those quick little passes, it's only going to help your run game up the middle.
Craig once again gets it out quick, and that time Mr. Bradford was running a go route, and Craig thought he was doing a stop.
Right, that's just miscommunication right there. Either that or he just said, hey, you know what, I'm going to see if I can beat the DB.
And he did.
He did, but the quarterback wasn't with him on that one.
So that'll bring up a 4th and 3. They got to get to a little past the 45 for a first down. Craig hands it off, and Bolden breaks a tackle, and he's got a foot race. He's down the sideline. One man can catch him, and he will stumble into the end zone. Touchdown. Wow. A 57-yard rumble for Bolden, and dives at the end after the defender almost caught him.
And, you know, again, that goes back to what we were just talking about. They threw a couple passes to the edge, even though you didn't complete the one pass, you opened up that read handoff kind of to the edge, and Bolden just breaking a couple tackles and then finding his way into the end zone after the foot race.
So that is, I believe, the largest play of the night. 57 yards?
Yes, it is. Tremendous, tremendous run there by Bolden.
All right, so they're lining up to go for 35 here. Or 2. And launches it to the corner. Jumps up, broken up by the defender. So 47-12. 6:39 on the clock. But if you're Bayless, I mean, that is a great sequence to hang your hat on, especially picking up the 4th down, not only picking up the conversion, but getting all the way to pay dirt.
Yeah, just again, beautiful play, and I would say a lot of good effort and energy there from Bolden, and he's showing that he can carry the ball. And what you're starting to see, even when you get Jones back next year, and now Bolden, who's also a sophomore, you've got a pretty formidable backfield.
It makes me kind of wonder when they were doing the back-to-back drives where Bolden was under center in the quarterback, as in the shotgun. I wonder what was going on there. And I wonder if that was scripted.
Looking at it, and I kind of looked over the roster a little bit, I don't see another quarterback other than a couple freshmen on the team at least listed. And so maybe, it could be that. It could have been scripted, or maybe Craig did tweak something there for a little bit and had to go out. And he's just kind of that emergency, because I don't know if you're ready to throw a freshman into the mix at this level. And in this type of game when you're going against a DuBourg.
It is a lot to ask. 6:39 kickoff coming here from the Broncos. We've seen their kickoffs generally be short, almost trying to catch them off guard, and they do try it again. But stepping up there was number 57, Zach Groover, to make sure that was not recovered.
Yeah, great play. I'm sure he is going to be considered for being on the hands team when they do line up for the onside kick, if that were to come. But just a heads-up play there to make sure that he just corralled the ball and got down.
So clock in motion here, heading towards 6 minutes. The ball at midfield. 47 points for the Cavaliers, 12 for the Broncos. Being a little bit more deliberate. Letting the clock run a little bit. Someone just yelled delay of game. There is no visible game clock. So handoff, number 24 works off middle, and he'll pick up a first down. Big run there by number 24, Zaylin Williams.
Yeah, just a lot of effort, good fight, picking up some extra yards after he made that contact.
That will be enough for another Bishop DuBourg Hancock first down.
So if you're looking forward, if you're the Cavaliers, there is a lot to like about what you've gotten offensively, because I believe they've had 2 possessions where they turned it over on downs. And was there a punt? I thought there was 1 punt.
1 punt. But you've had a number of opportunities.
And handoff up through the middle, and once again Williams spins, but not taken down, not before he picks up another large chunk inside the 30. So the numbers are changing here a little bit, but same result.
Right. And I think, this is what you're hoping for. You plug some different players in, see if the system still holds for them, give them an opportunity. Like I said, you never want to think about it, but if by some chance you have a player that goes down, you've gotten somebody in there that understands the play calls, understands the game, and gets the feel of the speed of a big game like this.
Handoff, met in the backfield, twists out of it. Williams taken down, no gain. A Bronco defender came flying free. Didn't make the initial tackle, but did hold him up enough for help to arrive.
Yeah, and that's the best thing you can do in that situation. If you can't make the tackle, at least slow him up, to hopefully allow some of your other teammates to rally.
Well, also, if you can get them to do a spin move in the backfield, it may take themselves, an extra second to orient. And like you said, hopefully there's a next wave coming right behind you.
Absolutely.
Masters has his play, breaks the huddle. Number 25 right there is Zach Groover. And he gets it in, drops it. You could almost see like that play was designed for him, because initially he started to go to the top of the field, and then he was like, no, go down here. And then Masters basically just kind of stared him down like, this one's coming for you. But the result of the play is incomplete pass, and I believe there was some sort of pre-snap movement, legal shift.
Shift, and they declined it. So
Penalty will be declined. It'll be 3rd down and 13, ball at the 28.
So 3rd and 13 has not been a daunting task for the Cavaliers tonight. They've pretty much just dialed up big chunks whenever they've wanted it.
Yeah, and I would say keep an eye on number 3, because when they've needed a big play, he's found a way to make it happen tonight, and he's in the slot, and so I'd keep an eye.
Quarterback option, pitches it. Diallo able to advance it a little bit. I think he picked up about 3, so that'll bring up 4th and about 10. But good job by the Broncos right there, just stringing it out, because once you kind of eliminate the majority of the field, all you got to do is just cover this, last 5-10 yards from the sideline.
Absolutely, and you as a defender, when I played defense, all those years back in high school, I was always told, the sideline is another defender for you. So take advantage of it, use it, just keep stringing those plays out, because eventually they're going to run out of space.
Almost down to 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Handoff, Thomas working off the right side. He broke it, and he's going to take that one to the house as well. He just did a little jump cut and then found a seam and just darted to the end zone. Unbelievable.
27-yard touchdown run, number 3, Keenan Thomas.
He is like instant offense.
Right. I mean, so far tonight, it's like just get the ball in his hands.
And if you're Masters, there's nothing easier. Here, take this. I'll see you down at the end zone.
Right, I'll come celebrate with you. I can just kind of jog that way.
Point after attempt, that one is up. And that is good. So 54-12, 1:50 to go here in the ball game. I'd imagine once we get the kickoff, maybe 2, maybe 3 plays before this one's in the books.
Yeah, I think it's just a smart call on that. If you are Bayless, maybe a couple runs, no need to press it. You don't want to see anybody else get hurt or injured at this point. And so, just kind of sit on the ball a little bit and get out of here and just start to think about next week or what it's going to look like next season for you.
Yep, and going to go ahead and congratulate the Bayless Broncos for wrapping up the victory tonight in impressive fashion, and in so doing, setting themselves up for next week.
Yeah, DuBourg has looked tremendous tonight, and so for them to know coming into this game, not only is it senior night and they're celebrating that, but knowing what's on the line at an opportunity to host a home playoff game, knowing it's kind of breaking that streak since 2014, what we've talked about already tonight, and to still come out and put up 54 points on the board just kind of shows you where this team is.
To put up 54 points in 3 quarters. Because we all forget that first quarter was scoreless. Kickoff still rumbling about down there. I think finally taken down just before the 40. So the Bronco offense will trot onto the field, presumably for the final time tonight. Can't imagine they'll do anything high risk here. Like you said, probably just run a couple of, high percentage runs and just do the walkthrough line.
Yeah, and absolutely. And you're starting to see, even with Bayless, they're bringing in some of their reserve players. They're bringing into the field here. giving them an opportunity to just kind of see what, the game is like. This is probably some of your younger classmen getting an opportunity to get a feel for the game.
Under 1 minute to go here in the ball game. And throw out to 18. He's got it down the sideline, and he'll get nudged out right there. Number 18 is Ben Chavez.
Full pass complete.
And again, I'm not trying to, beat a dead horse to a degree, but my question would be is where were those type of plays early in the game? They're getting you good yardage. I understand DuBourg's probably playing a little bit further back right now, just not trying to give up anything. But still, those plays were there, and they picked up some good yards for you.
Hurry up offense here with under 25 seconds to go. Craig will launch it down the sideline. Again, going for Chavez, just too far. And if they're going to get one more play, they're going to have to hustle because there's only 12 seconds to go, and that will be the ball game. 54-12 our score. The Bayless Broncos defeated by the DuBourg Cavaliers in a very impressive senior night performance by the DuBourg Cavaliers. So this has been a presentation of Friday Night Blitz by Livestream STL. We'll be right back in a moment to recap.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Where family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
Hey, y'all, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks. Thanks for watching the games today. We appreciate all your business all year long. Don't forget, we've got awesome wings, we got amazing burgers, we got salads like you wouldn't believe. Come check us out. We have barbecue on Thursdays. We have Southern Nights on Wednesdays. We've got bingo on Tuesdays. We can't wait to see you all. Thanks a bunch, and we look forward to having a great summer with y'all.
All right, final thoughts here on Friday Night Blitz by Livestream STL. We're at Don Burroughs Field, and we just saw the Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers just thoroughly impress with a very resounding victory over the Bayless Broncos. Brian, I think this is kind of the outcome we were expecting, but after that first quarter, it was kind of like, we might have a ball game.
Yeah, I mean, it started off, I think if you were the Bayless Broncos, you're thinking, man, this couldn't get any better. A scoreless first quarter. You seem to be moving the ball, eating up a lot of clock. You actually score first in the game and really kind of maybe catch DuBourg off a little bit, but it was short-lived because once DuBourg kind of opened up their offensive game plan, letting Masters throw the ball specifically to Keenan Thomas, it became just like the floodgates just opened up, and they were able to showcase speed, accuracy from Masters throwing the ball, and they were just kind of from that point on almost unstoppable to a degree with a few plays here or there.
Yeah, unfortunately, we did kind of, like I said, it's presumed that there was an injury to Marvin Jones for Bayless, and I think I don't think it would have. I think the overall outcome would have probably been the same, but they were able to move the ball. They were able to control the offensive tempo. Bayless was. And I think if maybe they could shorten the game by possessions, I mean, they could at least made it, give themselves a punching chance.
Oh, absolutely. I think, again, we talked about it kind of all night during the football game. Had Marvin Jones stayed in the game, what he was able to do in that first quarter and a half or so of just kind of helping Bayless control the clock, breaking some big runs. I think you're looking at a different game. But you got to give a lot of credit to DuBourg, their defense, because once he did kind of go out of the game, they locked it down. They made sure that they were stuffing the runs up the middle, and they were keeping Bayless contained, which was allowing their offense to kind of find their traction, find momentum, and get working.
All right. Yeah, we just want to again thank the DuBourg, family for letting us come here and present this, and Always live stream STL's presentation of Friday Night Blitz. Hey, let us know wherever we can help you out. Always looking for new sponsors. There's football playoffs coming up. There's basketball coming up. Give us a shout out. So for Friday Night Blitz, Eli? Did you have anything to add?
Yeah.
What?
I also wanted to thank our sponsors.
Of course.
I thought that would be.
Yes, of course. I mean, that's what live stream
That's what
STL. We
runs it.
can't highlight these young athletes in the programs without our sponsors. So that's 100% why we asked for it.
So I just asked the officials, why don't we have a play clock here?
Mm-hmm.
They said they have no clue.
Oh, okay.
And I said, was it funding? He said they all laughed. They said, I don't think that's the issue.
Okay.
So why don't we have a play clock here? I don't know.
That's a good question. I am not sure.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Livestream STL is strictly prohibited.